Some days are good. Some days are bad. Some days, it feels like the universe is reaching down its massive, filthy, gross, bunion-covered foot and stomping on your soul's balls or whatever. No, there's some days when it seems like the world is doing everything possible to pulverize your body's ability to fucking, I don't know, to like your ability to produce joy. Okay, I woke up this morning and I realized I didn't know what the date was or even what day of the week it was. I have been a lump on this couch for God knows how long, just binge watching Netflix. I mean, The Golden Girls and Breaking Bad are the same TV show. So, I mean, at a certain point, we all hit a wall, like a depression wall. And waking up this morning to the sounds of Dorothy Zbornak doing meth, not knowing what day it was, just covered in spit and sadness, like a dirty raincoat. I knew that it was time for me to work on this, all of this. So I dragged myself off the couch. I threw up in the closet and I picked up my most festive shirt. Thank you. No. Over the past year, I keep doing this, just melting into this puddle of blah and sad and just fucking waiting for the world to get better. Fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that. I ain't waiting for that shit anymore. No. I'm gonna wear this cute shirt. I'm gonna go outside into that big, awful world, and I am just gonna find some joy. Now, I don't care about the scale of that joy, mind you, okay? It's not like I went into my day today thinking it needs to be some earth-shattering, life-changing joy. Like, I don't expect to, meet the love of my life. I mean, I am open to that. But, I'm not, expecting to run into Gaga and Ricky Martin and us go on some rich person's yacht adventure. I mean, although that would be amazing. And gosh, can you imagine the Instagram pictures of all that? No. It could be small joy, just small joy, meeting up with someone that I love for coffee. So I grabbed my phone and I called my best friend in the whole world, and she didn't pick up. So I called my mom, and she didn't pick up. So I just went down the list, and I called friends, and then older friends from college, and an old neighbor, and a dentist office, because I used to be close with a dental hygienist there once, and an actor that I did a show with in 2009. Oh, yeah, one guy who I had bad sex with, but he was so nice. And then another guy that I had great sex with, but he was kind of a tool. And nothing. Nothing but voicemails, or I can't todays, or disconnected phones, or who's Drew? So, hey, no. So no one to get coffee with. Fine. That is fine. I will go out in the world and I'll just walk up and down the city. There's plenty of people watching. Maybe I will see something that brings me joy. Like a child laughing. Or maybe a person falling down the subway steps. Okay, So, generally I avoid outside. I don't know if you're familiar with this thing called COVID, but it's intense. So I put on my mask, and then I put on my second mask, and then I put on my visor, and then I just give my hands a little bathe in hand sanitizer. And then boom, I step out of my apartment. I feel the sun on my face. Well, I mean, the parts of my face that aren't covered by the mat. You get it. I lean back and I stretch out my arms like Rose and Titanic, and I just appreciate that I'm still here. Still trying. Still hopeful that joy is something that I can still find in the world, in myself. I'm doing what I can. So who cares if I spend an untold number of days sitting on my couch, staring at my TV like a zombie? Who cares that no one can pick up the phone and hang out with a friend last minute? Who cares? So I just, okay, this is slightly embarrassing. But in musicals, just how when characters just sort of like mill about on the stage and then something emotional happens and then they just swell into song. Well, that happened to me when I stepped outside my apartment. Yeah, like all my gay synapses just started firing, and I opened my mouth, and I could feel it coming, like a tidal wave. Just this song of joy and appreciation, like I'm Julie Andrews, just like spinning in a field, just thrown around by a helicopter. Okay, remember what I said about there's just some days when the universe just can't let you have a thing? Yeah, remember that? Okay, well, in that exact second that I threw my head back and started to break into song, a bird shit on my face. Are you listening to me? Okay, no. Not on my shirt, not on my shoe, not on someplace less violating than my face. A fucking pigeon, a New York City pigeon, just shat all over my face. And I know that this is the universe telling me to fuck off. You know why? Because somehow that shit fell from the bird's asshole above me and it zigzagged its way, like it missed the visor and the mask and it managed to land on that part of my face that wasn't covered. Oh, so my mom, the one who didn't pick up the phone? Yeah, so my mom always said growing up that my anger is dingy. No, dingy, like a bell. Yeah, so, and it's true. The older I get, the more I hear this, it's like a ding. Like an annoying ding, like when you walk into a store and you talk to a mean receptionist. Okay, so the bird shits on my face and I start freaking out in the middle of the street with my face mask and my visor and my tote. I just look like a particularly infuriated bag lady. So I run into the closest building. And of course, it's a barber shop. Like one of those barber shops that just screams men and balls and testosterone. So the dings are going off in my head. It's so loud I can't hear anything else. It's just ding, 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 dings. And it's just like, and I'm hopping around like I'm on fire. And the men in this barbershop are just staring at me like I'm an alien. And I'm yelling at this point. I'm screaming, a bird just shat on my face. And they're just staring at me and I'm staring at them. And then this barber, like towards the front of the store, he comes walking towards me like slowly. And he's big and Russian and mean. I'm not saying that all Russians are mean, but this one is, okay? And I'm thinking, great, this guy's gonna throw me out, and now what? And then, no, but instead of like shoving me out the door, he just walks up to me slowly and he says, "It's all right, friend. Bird shit, it comes and goes, He hands me a paper towel and just walks back to his station and the barbershop just resumes like nothing happened. And I just come back home. Okay, maybe this is what I needed. Like just a bird taking a shit on my face just as I'm about to sing. I mean, I needed something more ridiculous than just plain old joy to drag me out of my sadness. I needed a little ridiculous joy, just to remind me that life is so fucking ridiculous. I mean, just for better or worse. And instead of me trying to make it serious or meaningful, maybe, I last night I had the most ridiculous dream. Freddy Krueger was my boyfriend, and and he was using his blade fingers to like slice me up some pastrami before we were gonna watch all the movies that he starred in, and I suddenly grabbed him and I pulled him into a slow dance as the world was on fire outside our mid-century Victorian windows. Freddie, will you have this dance with me?